Hello everyone, Deb Floros, guest designer for Beadaholique. These are fastenables, and I liken them to bead caps. They are very flower shaped and very fun, and I like to use these in kind of an unusual way. So rather than surrounding a bead with them, I'm going to connect them together with jump rings. Now, there are some tricks of this little project to do, but we're going to do those together. So I've got these really beautiful vintage fastenables, and they are fantastic. And I'm going to use 4mm jump rings to attach them. And one thing to think about when you use bead caps or other things like this, you want to make sure that your pieces can connect so that they're on a straight line. So they should have equal numbers of petals. So I'm attaching my jump ring on one and then putting the jump ring on the second one. And you're good there. You don't have to be very cautious of how you're connecting them. But it's the next one that you'll have to think about, because you'll want to make sure that they connect without being sort of wonky. So these have equal petals, so they're easy peasy to work with. Another thing to make sure is if you're not using these exact ones, you'll want to make sure that your jump ring actually allows enough movement. So these are a little bit pointy, which can cause a little bit of a problem if you're using a smaller jump ring. You can just adjust up if you need to, but 4mm worked great for these. And I love a long earring, and these earrings are super lightweight. So I like the fact that I can have a really long earring and it won't be heavy. So I'm going to attach 4 together to make a nice long earring. And something that I normally like to do is attach things with 2 jump rings. But in this particular case, there was not enough room to use more than 1 jump ring. So in this case, I only used 1 jump ring to connect each one of those fastenables. Now I'm putting them onto ear wires, and they make a great metal earring that goes with just about anything. Now, something you could do if you really don't like the openness of the center of these is you could glue in some flatback rhinestones, some crystals, something like that, and give them a little bit of pizzazz. But I like them just like this because they're so versatile this way. I love that flower look. So I've got a second kind of fastenable, and this one has a rounder petal, which makes it really, really easy to work with, even easier than the other. And it also allowed me to use 2 jump rings per connection. So I wanted to make sure that if I could use more than 1, that I did. So still using 4mm with these, and 2 fits on them nicely because those petals are nice and wide. Now, another thing to be aware of too is sometimes these little pieces, these fastenables or bead caps, have a little bit of a concaveness to them. So the side of the piece matters. So you'll want to make sure that when you're connecting them, that the correct side is facing outward, or they're all facing in the same direction. Unless, of course, you want to, switch it up a little bit. Maybe in this case, I've got 3 connected. Maybe you want 1 facing in a different direction, just for fun. So these are super fun. I love how these came out. And as I was kind of finishing up, I thought to myself, I've got one more idea for these little fastenables. And what I did was grab some dangle chain, and I got 2 inches of it, and I actually cut it in half and thought, with my extra 2 fastenables, I'm going to attach the chain to it and make it a little bit fun. And I was able to use 2 jump rings to do that. And you can hang them with the dangle chain up top or below. I decided to hang it up top. So much fun to work with these fastenables, and you can do so many things with them. So I hope you'll give this a try. You can find everything to make them at beadaholique.com. Thanks so much for watching.